Many of my viewers say I have a great voice, and they believe I would be a great fit for voiceover projects such as those for ads, those for movie trailers, and those for voiceover projects such as documentaries, and those for roles in animated series or animes. And I believe that I have a really strong voice as well, and that's why I'm putting myself out there to be available for voiceover projects. Now, I have gone out here and signed up with companies like Voice Money and Studio Voice and put up a series of my previous work that I have done for my own SJS Direct imprint. And if you want to go out here and hire me for a voiceover project, you can contact me either there or you can contact me at sjsdirectamerica at gmail.com. Now, I'm going to leave a series of my previous voiceover work that I have done for many of the books of the SJS Direct imprint, and I'm hoping that these ads will give you a sample of my professional voiceover work and give you a sense of the kind of voice that could represent your product or represent your brand. And again, if you want to contact me regarding doing voiceover work for your project or your product, you can contact me at sjsdirectamerica at gmail.com. Now available in paperback and coming to Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, Dark Succubus. The man who rules the world is tempted by a sultry succubus in this all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Dark Succubus in paperback or pre-order on Kindle Unlimited today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, A Conversation with Death. The man who rules the world and the angel of darkness take on a horde of demons in this inaugural John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, A Conversation with Death for 99 cents on Kindle or in paperback today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose. The man who rules the world runs into the irresistible force of a man with nothing to lose in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get the regular and variant editions of John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose on Amazon.com today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Taking Care of Business. The man who rules the world breaks in a brand new partner to help him take care of business in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Taking Care of Business at paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Those who refuse the gift of eternal life are condemned to wander in the darkness of eternal night. Coming this fall from SJS Direct. Now available in paperback and Kindle. Vampires stalk the darkness of the Eternal Night. Get your copy of Eternal Night in paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com. Now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. Now available in paperback and ebook, The Man Who Rules the World. John Haynes must bring together men and gods to overcome a threat that seeks to destroy the planet. The Man Who Rules the World. Now available in paperback and e-readers everywhere. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, the Beauty Myth. Learn the beauty secrets of the goddess next door in this action-packed Isis series adventure. Get Isis, the Beauty Myth at online booksellers everywhere today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, My Sister, My Frenemy. It's a sister act as the goddess next door and the devilish diva team up in this action-packed Isis series adventure. Get Isis, My Sister, My Frenemy in paperback and e-readers everywhere. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Bride of Dracula. The goddess next door and John Haynes team up to take on the dark vampire in this action-packed Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Bride of Dracula in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Samurai Goddess. The goddess next door takes on kung fu killers in this action-packed martial arts Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Samurai Goddess in paperback and e-readers today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. Isis, All That Glitters. The Goddess Next Door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. Isis, Imitation of Life. The Goddess Next Door helps a young black girl overcome racism during the era of Jim Crow in this Golden Age Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Imitation of Life in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. Isis, the main event. It's carnage inside of a steel cage when the Goddess Next Door steps in the squared circle with the beast from the boss in this action-packed all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, the main event, in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Now available in paperback and e-readers. Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The Goddess Next Door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess, featuring a bonus pin-up and the other 2 books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online booksellers everywhere today. Now available in paperback and e-readers. Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. Now available in paperback and e-readers. From the author of Spinsterella, A Strange and Unusual Romance, and Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black comes the legendary Magazine. And you get the conclusion of the Spinsterella trilogy in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella. Discover the dark side of love in this goth and lovely romance with Spinsterella. Get Spinsterella in paperback and e-readers at your favorite online bookseller today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Eaststeam, The Sands of Time. It's action and adventure in ancient Egypt in this terrific teen time travel romance. Get your copy of Eaststeam, The Sands of Time at your favorite online bookseller today. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, The Man Crisis. Learn why so many men are struggling to find their way in an increasingly gynocentric world in The Man Crisis. Get your copy of The Man Crisis in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. Now available for the first time in paperback, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. Learn all the reasons why so many black women can't find a husband and why 70% of black women are single. Get your copy of Why 70% of Black Women Are Single on Amazon.com today. Now available for the first time in paperback. Stop Simping in the Workplace. Men, learn what you need to know in order to protect your job from workplace predators with Stop Simping in the Workplace. Available in paperback at online booksellers everywhere. Now available for pre-order on Kindle. Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Pre-order your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace on Kindle today. Booksellers. I stare at my reflection in the scratched plastic window of the crowded D train as it bolts into the 7th Avenue station. I should have followed Colleen's advice and called in sick today. Said something cute to the receptionist like I had a broken heart or something. But if I stayed home, I don't think I'd ever get out of bed again. Even though I'm hurting, I don't want to act like a guy who just got dumped, living in the gentrified ghetto of Harlem with a mortgage and bills to pay. I can't afford to turn into that dirty, unshaven brother because my woman left me. By the end of the month, the bank would be foreclosing on my condo, and realtors would be posting ads for it. Besides, work will take my mind off Colleen. I think about what she told me this morning watching the silver E-train race in the station in the opposite direction. I guess over the past 5 years, we were going in different directions, changing into different people. The polished businesswoman I know today is nothing like the frumpy goth I wanted to marry. I crack a smile thinking about happier times as the subway doors close. The forced grin eases tension inside me as the train bolts into the Rockefeller Center station. I get off the train, march up the stairs and through the turnstile. On my way to the 50th Street exit, I rush through the mezzanine of underground shops outside the subway station. I stop off for a donut myself, but I just want to be alone in my office for a couple of minutes. My watch reads 8:45. I'll be able to have that moment alone if I move quickly. I hurry up the stairs and turn the corner of 50th Street to enter the Rockefeller Center office tower. I twirl through the polished glass revolving door and dart through the lobby over to the elevator bank servicing floors 2 through 18. When the elevator opens on the 10th floor, I find my assistant Carla standing in front of the reception desk, shaking nervously. I wonder what has her rattled so badly. "What's going on, Carla? Somebody do something to you?" Carla's eyes fall to the floor. "Eric wants you to go directly to his office." Carla somberly shuffles back to her desk. I'll talk to her about what's bothering her when I get out of this meeting. I turn left and walk down a long Berber carpeted corridor, then turn the corner. At the end of the hall is a tall, ash-colored wooden door with the name Eric Tuttleson, Vice President, inscribed on a brass plaque. I open the door and the short, wavy-haired, mocha-colored man in the bird's-eye business suit turns away from the picture window he's staring out of to greet me with a scowl. I smile at him, hoping to break the tension swirling around the room. You wanted to see me? Yes, I did, John. Have a seat. Hearing the twangy nasal sound of his voice makes me uneasy. He's knocked it up a few octaves to make himself sound white. Eric peers down contemptuously at me as I ease into the smooth black leather office chair in front of his glass-topped desk. When my brown eyes lock into his green contacts, I hear the anger in his voice. John, I'm going to be frank with you. I never really liked your work. So he's not a fan of my work. He should be a fan of results. I have a long track record of successful product launches. I'll stand behind everything I've done here. I don't understand why you're displeased. Since I've become director of marketing a year ago, the public has a better awareness of our products than in the history of the company. Your thing is not what I want representing this company, Eric mocks. No, you're an excellent worker, but your vision for Sunrise is not in tandem with mine. I need people on my team who can see things the way I do. I see us making a lot more money than we did 5 years ago. Productivity isn't the issue here, John. In order for an individual to grow in a corporate culture, they must have values similar to those of the group. After reviewing your resume and background, it's clear to me that you're not going to fit in with the members of the overall Sunrise senior management team. Listening to his arrogant comments, it seems who I am rubs him the wrong way, since I'm just a common Negro to him and not one of those blacks with a high-class pedigree. I'm not supposed to be working in this kind of job. In his Sunrise Foods, senior management jobs are only for those blacks who have the honor of tracing their bloodline back to their white slave masters. My bad for working hard and getting promoted on the merits. My resume and background were quite impressive when I was hired here 5 years ago. For someone working in an entry-level position, Eric dismisses. However, Sunrise Foods needs a creative visionary with a more refined background to supervise our marketing department. My ideal candidate would be someone whose experiences have enabled them to gain an expanded perspective of the world. An individual with a degree from a top university who worked an internship at a major corporation. This more well-rounded individual would be more suited to the tasks of running our department than someone of your limited experiences. By using big words and jargon, he thinks I won't know he's just insulted me. Normally I wouldn't say anything and just walk out of the room, but this Tom's pissed me off in his pitiful attempt to patronize me. I'll show him how smart I really am. I get up out of my seat and put on a friendly smile. Basically, I have too much bass in my voice. I don't know what you're insinuating, Eric says, backing away. I'm not insinuating anything. You said I was too ghetto to be a manager here. I never said that. You implied it. Eric gets nervous. Called on his game, the worm shows his true colors. In my professional opinion, it was a mistake for the lower level managers to promote a person with your background into this junior executive position. Now, I've had a substantial severance package directly deposited into your account. What, you're firing me? I just don't see a place for you here at Sunrise Foods, John. I just can't send you back to market research. No, you can't have me telling the masses about your paper bag test. I don't know what you're insinuating, John. Your employment here is at will. I can terminate you at any time for any reason. Figures the craven elitist would use company policy to cover his actions. The coward probably researched this down to the last letter of human resource law so he could have every legal justification for firing me. It seems this old, proud, black-owned company isn't as pro-black or as self-aware as it purports itself to be. I guess I have 2 weeks' notice. Actually, I'd like you out of the building as soon as possible. I'm sorry you wasted so much time here in your professional career with us. Eric hits a button on his intercom. The door opens abruptly and 2 burly security guards storm the room. I guess they're here to restrain me in the case I decide to get found like all those thugs he sees in the gangster rap videos. The only person embarrassing himself will be Eric Tuttleson. I'm not giving him the satisfaction. I'm sorry I wasted my time with you two. Guys, could you please escort Mr. Haynes out of the building? Thanks a lot. Oh, I'm John in private and Mr. Haynes in front of company. He's lucky I'm a Christian or I'd curse him out. Carla nervously shuffles into the office with a white cardboard box containing my belongings. I can tell by the disgusted look on her face she didn't want any part of this. I'm sorry, John. Don't be. As I take the box from her, the chocolate-colored brother to the left of me gestures for a canister on his belt. Brother, you don't have to reach for the pepper spray. It ain't going down like that. The guard pulls his hand away from the canister and I am escorted down the corridor to the elevator bank. My heart pounds in my chest as I check the contents of my box. Joe Fixit Hulk action figure, Egyptian Queens calendar, post-it notes, Vanessa Williams CD, Luther Vandross CD, Whitney Houston CD, broken Batman mug I use as a pencil cup, Hudson College coffee mug, my winter gloves, stapler, legal pads, Rolodex, framed photos of Colleen and me, 10 framed achievement awards that hung in my office. Carla did a good job of packing all my personal effects. Everything is all here. One of the guards hits the down button and the officers follow me into the car. I take deep breaths to calm myself until the elevator opens in the lobby. It's not until I twirl through the brass revolving door and walk out onto the sidewalk that they turn around and head back to their posts. I keep my eyes down on the contents of my box as I turn the corner. I need to get down to Tiffany's to get my money back from Colleen's engagement ring. I'm sorry. Thankfully, the tall, red-suited stranger doesn't appear upset by my violation of his personal space. I'm about to apologize, but the warm smile on the burly black man's face tells me there's no love lost. I'm sorry. That's all right, brother. You have a good day. Thanks, man. When the stranger turns around and walks down 6th Avenue, I continue walking up towards 5th Avenue. The faster I get this refund, the faster I can get started on my job hunt. If you want to finish the story, you can pick up The Temptation of John Haynes on Amazon.com and other online booksellers in paperback and e-readers. Gets Ronaldo over to the makeshift bar. I start to get ecstatic. This is it, my big break. I'm going to be doing a show at the biggest goth club in New York City. I can't wait to tell Justin the good news. I spot my boyfriend on the far side of the warehouse with a Coke can in his hand. When he meets my eyes, he smiles in anticipation of our moment together. As the Cure's love song begins playing on the speakers, I start sauntering through the crowd in his direction. Before I get 2 feet, I'm stopped dead in my tracks by Ebony Darkness, the slender peanut butter-colored woman wearing dark makeup, black jeans, a band shirt, and Doc Marten boots, has a worried look on her face as she rushes over to me. Maddie, we got a situation. What's going on, Ebony? Something happened in one of the bathrooms. As I turn around to deal with the situation on the floor, I watch Justin's smile twist into a frown. I'll make it up to you, boyfriend, sometime tonight. I suck my teeth watching Maddie rush off with Brenda to another part of the warehouse. I should have known she wouldn't be able to keep her promise. Just like clockwork, some crazy stuff comes up only Mad Matilda can deal with. Sometimes I think she likes putting up those pigtails so she can be the superhero to the goth scene. I should just raise up and be out, but I just want to hear what crazy excuse she comes up with this time. I swear Maddie's excuses are almost as ridiculous as the ones Matt Murdock uses when he checks out of his law office to take on the bad guys in that Daredevil comic she likes to read. I wonder what goth crisis she has to deal with this time. The bar running out of orange slice, a scratched Cure record, or the blacks on a band member's outfit not matching. If she put half the effort in our relationship that she puts into this rave stuff, we'd be a lot closer than we are right now. But she'd rather commit more to the goth scene than me. I'll give her a break this time, but I'm really getting tired of having a full-time relationship with a part-time girlfriend. My heart pounds in my chest as Ebony Darkness leads me through the crowds down the hall over to some more bathrooms on the far side of the warehouse. I'm hoping what she has to show me isn't bad enough to make me end the show early. I push past the creaky door of the abandoned men's room, praying not to see something truly macabre. My heart stops when I see a baby bat, barely 14 years old, dressed in mismatched thrift store clothes, bad eyeliner, and teased-out hair slumped onto the floor under the bathroom sink. Oh my God, I gasp, rushing over to her. I look into the girl's glazed-over eyes and quickly recognize the drug she's on. Ecstasy. Are you all right? You're Mad Matilda, she babbles. Man, I can't believe I'm actually talking to Mad Matilda. This isn't the way I want to be recognized by a fan. Yeah, are you okay, sweetie? I'm okay. See? The girl tries to get to her feet and stumbles back down to the floor. She's high out of her mind. What happened? The girl managed to get enough of her faculties together to tell me her story. I was feeling nervous, and a guy said he could give me something to make me feel better. Blue pills? Yeah, the girl says as her hands creep towards her purse. I reach into her purse and take out a couple of blue pills, just like I thought. Ecstasy. Where did you get these? From a skinny Puerto Rican guy in a leather jacket. That sounds like Louis Escobar. I told that asshole he was persona non grata at my shows. Looks like he's here to make a fast dollar peddling pills at the expense of baby bats. I catch a sick look on the kid's face and realize she took more than one. Ebony, I need you and Lucinda to get her to St. Luke's. But that's all the way on Morningside. With all the drugs she's taken, we don't have a moment to lose. The faster she gets her stomach pumped, the faster she can start feeling better. What are you going to do? I'm going to have it out with Louie. I'm hoping you enjoyed this audio excerpt of the legendary Mad Matilda, and you can tell me what you think in the comments section. You can pick up the legendary Mad Matilda in paperback and e-readers this Halloween.